tonight's episode, we travel to Stoke-on-Trent, to what has been dubbed the Murder House. It was given this name because in the 1950s, a lady called Alice Wiltshire was brutally murdered by a member of her own staff. Beating her to a pulp, he then made his way upstairs and stole £3,000 worth of jewellery. And when he headed downstairs, he was shocked to find Alice stood in the hallway, still alive. That's when he chased her and finished the job. Does Alice still roam the rooms and hallways of this property? Will she come forward to communicate? Well, there's only one way to find out. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Now today we have come to a very cold Barlaston, which is in Stoke-on-Trent, to the Wedgwood Memorial College, which unfortunately in 1952 a lady called Alice Wiltshire was brutally murdered, probably a couple of feet from where we're standing right now. She was attacked by one of her old employees that used to work here as a chauffeur, which was, what was his name?
Leslie Green, maybe?
Leslie Green. Yeah, he was sacked a few weeks before for disobedience, taking the car out without asking, and came back a few weeks later and brutally murdered this poor old woman. So we've come here tonight to investigate, to see whether we can make contact with maybe her or any spirits that may reside still in this building. So without further ado,
Let's do it.
let's do it. Alright guys, so we're going to start the investigation in the kind of reception area in the main hallway. Just through this door behind me was kind of where she was finished off, just in the kitchen, but there is a massive leak in there which is so noisy, so we're probably going to stay out of there because it's just going to be too contaminated to hear anything. So yeah, we're going to start in here, go upstairs, and see what we can get. So do you want to do the honours?
Yeah, can do.
Mr. Adrian?
Let's start like, yeah, I could.
Was that, did you just hear that then? Was that you?
Yeah, it might be my foot scraping on the floor.
No, it wasn't a scrape.
What was it?
It was like a...
No, I don't think it was me.
Wasn't your stomach, was it?
No, I don't think so. I didn't hear it.
It did sound like... I don't want to sound
No,
over the top here, but that sounded like a woman.
I honestly didn't hear it. Let's start like, yeah, I could.
Was that...
Let's start like, yeah, I could.
Was that...
Let's start like, yeah, I could.
Was that...
No, didn't hear it.
Oh well, call out and see.
Can do. So we've been in here a while now. If there are any spirits here, you've obviously seen us and heard us looking round, messing about, faffing about, trying to get set up.
Oh God, a nightmare.
So if there are any spirits here, is there any chance that you'd be kind enough to do something to get our attention? Let us know that you can hear us and see us. If you could do that, we'd be very grateful. Just like the longer we stand it, the louder that
The
seems
louder
to
the
be
leak
getting.
gets, yeah. So if you've not noticed, there is a massive leak in the upstairs that's dripping down into the kitchen. So if you want to communicate with us, you're going to have to do something very loud
Should we just get it over and done with?
and prominent
And significant.
and distinctive, that we can hear you. Maybe Alice is here. Does she want to come forward and communicate with us somehow? Could you come and speak to us, Alice, or any spirits that reside in this building? You could come forward and touch this little device I've got on the stairs here with the green light. Or you could bang, knock, scream, shout.
Shake it all about.
I had a feeling he was going to say that.
Must have been a pretty, really nice place when it was like an
Yeah,
actual
very
home.
grand. Very grand place. 14 rooms, wasn't it? I think
Yeah,
14 bedrooms.
Yeah,
So it's a big old place.
it is. Yeah.
I just hope that's picked it up on the camera, that what I heard when we just started.
Yeah, I
It
didn't.
did sound like a woman.
Didn't hear nothing.
Probably not, but... Before we go upstairs, would you like to do anything for us down here? Perhaps you could move something. There's plenty of objects down here that you could move. You could touch one of us. You could hold my camera if you like, because it's getting really heavy.
Feeling weak through blood loss.
Had a right nightmare. There's a place just down the street, another college.
Yeah, it must have been probably.
I think it's
owned by
probably
the
all
same
part. Yeah,
kind of
and I
thing.
cut my finger on a bit of
people.
glass getting out the window, and I've been bleeding ever since.
God, he hasn't
Bleeding
shut-
all over me equipment, my clothes.
He hasn't shut up about it.
Feeling a bit faint.
Faint.
So I'll ask one more time just before we head upstairs. Could you please let us know? Give us a sign that you're here with us. What you want to do? Head upstairs,
Yeah, let's go and have a look upstairs.
where it's quieter. I don't know if it's outside, but I keep hearing female voice.
I think it's.
Probably outside,
I think it's outside.
because there is a main road out there, and there's a pub just down the bottom
Just
of the
down
road.
bottom. Yeah.
So people coming back from being on the Raz at lunchtime.
Yeah.
This is a Sunday, so head up a bit further. Still hear that bloody drippage. Yeah, that's a lot quieter up here
Yeah,
now.
it does.
Beswick. I didn't realise I got all names on the doors.
Yeah. Beswick, Royal Dalton, something to do with pottery, isn't it?
Yeah, because Alice's fella was a potter, if that's what you call it,
A master potter,
master potter.
maybe.
Tell you what, he must have made some dough, being able to afford this place.
Yeah.
So we've come upstairs now where it's more quiet. We'd be able to hear you if you want to communicate with us. Could you bang on something? Perhaps you could shut one of these many doors.
You can just faintly hear the dripping, and that's about it.
Yeah, in the main road.
Mm.
Let's have a little wander.
Yeah.
Let's have a little explore.
Let's have a look down here.
Let the people see what this place looks like. Massive bedroom. Ensuite toilet.
I still can't work out whether these are like, this is like proper tiling on the floor, or whether it's... I reckon it is, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
proper mosaic floor. That would have taken some time to do that.
Mm. It's just a shame you can't really see the stained glass window.
No.
See how much longer that survives for. I'm surprised it's still there, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't been smashed. God, wouldn't have a bath in that, would you?
Why not? What's the matter with you? It's a nice deep bath. Just full of dead stuff.
Oh, my stomach.
See, all the doors have been kicked in. All these doors have been...
I mean, even the small rooms are big. This is like one of the small rooms. It's massive in here.
Yeah, it's a big old place. Oh, it's fucking cold in here. That was me. Do you think we should split up, try something like that?
Yeah?
Yeah, may as well, because it is quite quiet.
Yeah.
Not really. I'm not actually feeling anything. Or...
What do you do? Split up and go in the dark?
Yeah, I think so. May as well. I think if we do a room one end each.
Yeah.
Yeah, can do. May as well. What have we got to lose except our sanity?
And focus. For some reason.
I'm always focused. So if there are any spirits in this room with me now, could you do something for me? Like knocking on the door, knock on the window, pull that curtain down? Are you somebody that used to live here when this was like a proper mansion? Just imagine it was pretty amazing, especially back in the 50s. We've only come here to communicate with any spirits that might be here. We're not here to add to the damage that's already been done to this property. If you can hear my voice, knock on that door. Or knock on the wall. Or say something, talk to me. Just give me some kind of sign that you can hear what I'm saying. You can just hear Mike very faintly.
Okay, so we've come to opposite ends of the building and I can't hear him talking, so that's handy. So we're in the dark now, if that makes a difference. And we're separated. So if you feel more comfortable coming to communicate with us when we're separated, please do come forward. Do something for me in this room if you can. I've got a little device with a green light in the middle of the floor there. You could go near that and make it light up for me. Or you can make a noise. Give me any kind of sign you can that you're in here with me. Oh, it's so cold.
If you can hear me, go and do something to Mike. He's down the other end of that hallway in the room. Go and tap him on his shoulder. Or touch his leg. That seems quite a popular place for being touched for some YouTubers. I could hear something, but it's just my stomach. And again. If you are here and you don't particularly want to communicate in any way, and you'd rather we just left you alone, then again do something to scare us, either of us, or both of us, to make us leave, if that's what you want, if you are here.
Alice, if you're here, come in this room with me, please. Try to communicate with me if you can. Could you come and show yourself in the doorway? Or make the device over there with the green light light up for me just by going close to it. That's all you have to do. It won't hurt you. I won't hurt you. I don't think it's possible that I could hurt you. Me and Adrian do come here with the utmost respect. We're not here to trash the building like looks like many others have tried. We're just here to communicate with you. So could you come and show yourself to me if that's possible? Maybe as a shadow, maybe as a ball of light. Or maybe just making a noise in this room. Perhaps you could knock twice for me like this.
Well, so far, heard nothing I think all we've heard here really is the water dripping. Mike said he heard something that could have been a female voice, but I didn't hear it, so he'll have to listen back when he's editing. If you don't want us in what used to be your home and you want us to leave, could you do something to scare me? Or do something else, do something significant. I just heard a creaking noise then. But I'm not too sure if it's from outside or not. It wasn't me because I'm stood still. I think this window open a bit here. The window's closed. Is that you moving around in here that made that creaking noise? Move around a bit more.
Other than the cars, I haven't really heard anything. Other than that little
Yeah,
ching
yeah.
ching, I just heard then.
I was just stood here thinking it looks like it's another quiet one.
Yeah, it's kind of looking that way.
Yeah.
Story of our lives.
Yeah, I mean we could, be saying, oh, it's really spooky vibe, and
Yeah,
I don't know why this is the spookiest place we've ever been, but
it's not.
I can't.
I'm not getting any vibes in here really.
No, it's strange, isn't it?
Um,
It's just like a feeling of nothing.
yeah.
Come on, please, if there's any spirits here, come and do something that's going to scare the crap out of us.
Oh, I'm getting tangled up in cobwebs here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do something to take Mike's mind off the cut on his finger.
It's literally about an inch deep.
It's not a fucking inch deep, is it? Fucking hell.
Are we just wasting our time then? We've driven 2 hours to get here. What the fuck was that?
That was my bag on this wall.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Fucking hell.
I've just been waiting for you to say how long it took us to get here. I thought any minute now his voice is going to raise up slightly. He's going to say, it's taken us 2 hours to get here.
Well, it has taken us 2 hours to get here, so we'd appreciate if you could come forward and do one thing for us. One big bang. I just hope we caught that voice at the start that I thought I heard.
Yeah, I'm like, I just didn't hear anything. I'm sort of like 99.9% sure it wasn't me grunting and
You
groaning.
never do hear anything.
What?
You never do hear anything. Could you throw something at us? What What do you reckon? Maybe go downstairs into the living room
Yeah, we can do.
with the piano.
Yeah.
So we're looking here.
What? Blasterton.
So we've come back downstairs because we weren't really getting anything. Well, we wasn't getting anything. Not really.
You weren't really.
We weren't getting anything upstairs to indicate that there's any spirits here. And we're not going to be here for much longer, so we'd appreciate it if you could come forward very soon and try and do something to communicate with us.
Make that light fixture swing.
Yeah.
Swing it.
My stomach.
Oh, I was just going to say that. So like Mike said, we're going to be leaving soon. It's becoming pretty clear that there's either nobody here, no spirits here, or B, that you just don't really want to talk to us. Like all the other spirits in all the other houses we've been to.
Yeah.
So before we leave, or before we talk about leaving again, could you please do something of significance that will either A, make us leave, or B, make us stay for a bit longer? Basically, can you just do something, please? Before Mike starts losing his temper.
I never lose my temper. We're sorry to hear what happened to you, Alice, if you are still here. It must have been very scary for you. And maybe you didn't want to come back to this house after what happened.
It's understandable.
Yeah. And maybe Leslie's here. The guy that murdered Alice. You absolute arsehole. Are you here? Do you want to come and communicate with us? I've got a few things I'd like to say to you if I ever saw you. Attacking an old woman like that, murdering her, just for some jewellery and maybe some payback for them letting you go from your position here. Come and do something for us if you're such a big man. Come and scare us.
That's my stomach.
Come and show yourself, you coward. I'm sure Alice was scared out of her mind. Or why don't you try and come and scare us? Well, I guess you haven't got the balls to do that then.
Probably not. I mean, I wonder if this fireplace was here in the, like an original fireplace from like
It looks original.
from the 50s when Alice and Cuthbert lived here.
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it?
That does look like an original to me.
Yeah.
I love that fireplace.
Yeah, it's pretty
Awesome,
unique,
isn't it?
Yeah. Unique. So before we go, are you sure you wouldn't like to communicate with us?
Yeah.
Or you wouldn't like to scare us?
Poor Alice, or the absolute arsehole Leslie. Did you just hear a knock then? Like a single.
Yeah, possibly I did.
Could you knock again louder for me, please? We want to hear it. Very distinctive.
It's quite muffled.
It was very muffled, yeah. Could you knock for us twice, please? Very loud. It needs to be this loud.
Yeah, I mean it's 3 in the morning.
3 in the morning. Could you press on one of these keys for us? We're about to go in the next 5-10 minutes, so now is your last chance. That's me.
There's crap everywhere. Your floor's coming up.
Yeah. And we're going home.
And we're going home. Yeah, it seems devoid of any spirit activity.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if anybody's ever got any, decent activity in this place before.
I'm sure some people think they have.
Yeah, I'm sure some people think they have as well. But the legit teams, I think most of them have said it's been quiet.
Yeah.
But it is interesting to come and see, a crime scene, essentially.
Yep.
Such a shame what happened to Alice. I don't know how anybody can do that to somebody. But
when you actually read what happened, it's pretty horrific, isn't it?
yeah, it is. Yeah. We read it all before we started the investigation. It's just mind-boggling. The lengths some people go to get payback or just to steal some jewellery. I think
three grand's worth.
3 grand's worth of jewellery. I mean, in 1952 or 56, whatever it was,
52.
It's quite a lot of money. But
Yep. But even so.
There's no excuse to do anything like that. It's just barbaric.
Horrendous.
Yeah. So what do you reckon? I think
Yeah, on that cheerful note.
on that cheerful note, I think we're going to call it.
It's goodbye from him.
And it's goodbye from me.
Au revoir.
And we'll see you soon, guys. Take care.